All right, I want to do one more video today on the X-Flare and the proton blast and everything else that we've got coming in and the extreme vibrations that are still peaking out. And this is 2 days after they started incoming. I'm still feeling a very intense um, beaming of the frequency waves coming through. Um, as it started to hit, I had many people. I can't upload these videos that I'm making right now, but I am still able to do posts and have contact with other people. It's the broadband range that I'm on here in the mountains. I had many people sending me messages that were asking me about the headaches and about different ascension symptoms they were having. And many people were talking about the headaches that they were having at the very center point in their head. And what that is the pineal gland that is activating. And part of what's gone on while the Illuminati has controlled the world these past years and really since World War II is the fluoridation of our waters and all the chemicals that's been added to our foods and to our drinks and chemtrails and everything else. We've really poisoned the environment and poisoned that which we consider our diet. And just as the fluoridation, what it was designed to do was to crust over the pineal gland, to encapsulate it so that it would not function. And many people are complaining about the headache that's going on right in the center of their head right now. And that's where the pineal gland is. And these vibrations are coming through, and that incrustation that is over the pineal gland, the vibrations are shaking it up, and it is literally busting it loose. And that allows the pineal gland to start functioning again. The pineal gland is it's kind of like your crown chakra's receiver of the telepathic waves and knowledge of the Akash that's coming in through your higher chakras and received by your higher chakras and your antakrana. The pineal gland is kind of like a television antenna or a radio antenna. That would be the easiest way to describe it. Your chakras can be too, but then it goes into the pineal gland before it goes down into the body. The pineal gland's also used for manifestation. It works from the heart going back up. Also, when you're wanting to send out and broadcast information into the universe, it sends out the picture form of that which you're envisioning. Now, the other place that people are having headaches is in the front, and they say it's right here, and it's expanding across the whole front of their forehead, and that's the pituitary gland. And the pituitary gland is works along with your pineal, and in a way can be like a projection screen, might be the easiest way to see it. And with the poisoning of our environments and our diets, we've kept that pituitary very small and not allowed it to grow to have that big screen television situation that's going on with so many of us that are already activated. The people that are feeling that intense headache in the front or in the center of their brains, there's nothing wrong with you. I would not suggest doing drugs trying to stop the effect or trying to ease the pain in the effect. I would say just deal with it. Just deal with it and allow it to flow. Focus on it. What's happening is the 10% or less for many people of the brain that humanity has been using all these different eons since we fell in our consciousness and shifted up into our ego, we were using that left brain side, the more logical side, the more third dimensional side, and we're now using the right brain, the divine feminine side, and we're connecting the two. The two are really kind of merging. But with these higher vibrations that's coming in from all these major flares and the various magnetic radiation blasts, it is decalcifying the pineal and expanding the pituitary and recalibrating all the rest of the firing mechanism within the brain so it operates in a different way. Basically, the other 90% of the brain that people have not been using previously is starting to fire off. It's starting to recalibrate. It's starting to work and function. And this can definitely be uncomfortable as these things happen. The other thing that's happening too with these headaches is the vibrational level of these incoming waves, the vibrational frequencies of the CMEs as they're hitting Earth, is raising the physical vibration of everything on this planet. And within our own physical bodies, all those toxins that we've built up on the cellular level and all the emotional trauma, not only of this life, but of many previous lives that we've had on the atomic level, all that, as I've described before, as we're spinning faster and faster, is like a big merry-go-round. And all that heavy density is getting thrown off of the spinning atomic level that's going on within the body. And it's detoxifying. And those toxins are ending up in the bloodstream. And many of them are going to the brain and causing headaches. Especially if your diet's been bad. Especially if you've had a lot of chemical buildup like I have in my life, or you're eating a lot of more dense foods or things with a lot of sugar in it, or all the different crap that you've been putting in your body or you've been intaking because of your environment, whether you're living around very toxic places or in cities or streets where there's cars going by and all that stuff's going into your body. All this has got to be thrown out. Now, my suggestion to people, what I found within my body as I was detoxing was I would have heavy gout problems, and I don't seem to have that much anymore. Like I said in my last video, which I haven't posted yet, but the chemicals as they would flow through my body a lot of times would get hung up in the kidneys and then clog that filter over the kidneys to keep the acidity and the toxins from flowing out the body. And a lot of times once it was not flowing out of my body, I'd have uric acid build up and it'd cause gout and joint problems. Sometimes knees, sometimes lower back, feet, definitely. And my suggestion here is to clean up your diet as best you can. Learn about foods. Learn about how to detox yourself, how to cleanse your organs, just like your kidneys. For me, I use stone root or gravel root to cleanse those kidney filters that builds up and does not allow the toxins to flow through the kidneys, so I can urinate it out. I use gravel root and stone root to detox, to relieve that sludge so it can pass through, and then all the toxins can flow on through like that. Colon cleanses are another thing that I would highly suggest. Doing colon cleanses and kidney cleanses, and then do liver cleanses. That would be highly, highly suggested. Also, parasite cleanse. I'm sure that a lot of people, as we are vibrating faster, as you build up your physical frequency, the parasites would have a much more difficult time to operate in the physical being. It's my belief that as we increase our physical frequency and detox and start rehabilitating our bodies, our earth suits, that these parasites and the lower vibrational entities cannot live, just like spiritual parasites. Spiritual parasites cannot suck our energy if we are in the highest of vibrations. That's just like the Illuminati or the negative ETs. They can only increase up to the level of the fourth dimension, and they can't go past that into the fifth dimension, moving into the heart, moving into that higher vibration of love, because they just can't operate at that level. They are still living in the duality, still living in the logical brain type exterior way of being. Parasites are going to do the same thing. As you start increasing your physical frequency, they're going to not be able to handle living within your body anymore, and they're going to be dying off and moving out. And as they die off, you're going to feel poisoned. It's just like when you do a parasite cleanse and you have all the ammonia build up within the body of the parasites, physical beings, decaying and being passed through the body. It makes you feel sick, and it makes you feel like you're getting poisoned. I would imagine a lot of people's headaches and a lot of people's ascension symptoms with this high of frequency that we're having come in now, and this X flare, it was directed straight at Earth, and it is to wake up humanity. And it's a perfect timing with us, working on bringing down the Illuminati. We're having help on multi-dimensional levels and all the way to the top, all the way back to Creator, because it is now time that we transform this Earth, and that's what the end times are all about. It's not that the Earth's going to blow up this time. There was a period of time where that was a possibility, but we're past that point now. Illuminati is coming down. The parasites are getting purged, and this is on the exterior of our bodies as well as the interior of our bodies. Remember, everything is fractal, and it's a hologram, and it repeats on all the various levels. And so what we're seeing with the Illuminati and that parasitic infestation getting cleaned out right now, many people are experiencing the same thing within their own physical beings. You're not sick. You can go to a doctor and say, "What's wrong with me? I'm feeling poisoned. I'm feeling like I'm dying." Well, if the doctor's turning around and saying we can't find anything, you might want to think about the possibility of it being your personal physical frequency increasing because of these solar flares and because of those of us who are raising the frequency of this planet, and that you were supposed to spiritually come with us. And you might want to start taking a look at all those things that all the light workers have been saying for so long, because it might have a great relevance in your life now. And you might see that all the things that we've been saying for so long are indeed coming to pass. And you might want to join us. And as far as everybody on planet, the game plan is to raise your physical frequency as high as you possibly can go. By raising your physical frequency as high as you possibly can go, it allows for more light to come into your physical auric field, into your Merkaba, and it transfigures your physical being. And that's what we're doing. We're bringing heaven to earth. We're bringing the spiritual body into the physical body and merging heaven and earth, our spiritual being with our physical being. And the more we can bring that higher spiritual side, the more we are doing just that. And I guess that's what the next video needs to be about, is about what we're doing with that physical frequency, about the merging of it. And so we've got about another 15 seconds here on this video. Man, it is just absolutely beautiful in the mountains. I'm up here on the north end of Fort Apache Indian Reservation. Anyway, we're down to 5, 4, 3, 2. Bye, guys. Love you.